how much money you need to invest and what types of returns you would need to see in order to build the wealth that you want. So I'm going to go with a couple theoretical examples here. Let's assume that you have 30 years for your money to be invested and you're going to get a 7% return on your money. Historically, the stock market has grown by 10% a year on average, but I'm just going to stick with 7% for the purposes of this example. Now, if you were to invest $100 a month for those 30 years at 7%, you would have about $121,000 when it comes time for you to retire. If you invest $500 a month, now you'd have closer to $606,000 when it comes time for you to retire. If you invest $1,000 a month, now you'd have about $1.2 million. And if you invest $2,500 a month, well, now you'd have around $3 million when it comes time for you to retire. Now, there's a few things that you can do. Either you can say, Jaspreet, I need to invest a lot more money in order to get the dollars that I want. How do I get that money? That's option number one. Or you can work to increase the type of return that you get, but you can't really change the time. I mean, we can't go back in time and start investing. So the two places that you can make a change is how many dollars you invest or the return that you get. Now, in terms of changing the return, this is going to depend on your financial education. Where are you investing? How sophisticated are you with investments? Can you read a financial statement? Do you listen to earnings calls? Do you want to keep up with the companies that you're investing in? Some of you are going to say, yes, I love that. Most of you are going to say, I don't have to deal with that, which is completely fine. But what everybody can work on is here. How can you invest more dollars? Now, first, if you're an investor and you want to stay up to date on what's happening in the markets, Market Briefs is a free financial newsletter that I created. If you haven't joined Market Briefs yet, it's free. It'll keep you updated on what's happening in the economy, the stock market, housing, crypto, and the global economy. And I got that link for you down in the description below. But this is where now, I'm not going to focus too much on this right here because I have a lot of other videos where I talk about this financial education. But if we talk about how do you invest more dollars, there's really two options here. You can either spend less money or you can work to earn more money. That way you have more money to invest. Because if you want to be able to invest more dollars, you got to have more dollars. Now, there's a limit to how much you can cut back on, and there's a lot of ways to cut back. I mean, the biggest expense for most people is where they live. So if you can move into a smaller home and save a few $100s a month, maybe even $1,000 a month, depending on where you live, that's money that you can put into here. If you're financing a lot of expensive cars, downsize to a Toyota Corolla that you can buy with cash, that we can take those monthly payments and invest it here. Maybe you sacrifice a vacation, maybe you sacrifice going out. You make some sort of financial sacrifices, that way you have some more money, which is great. It's a simple way to start. Not the easiest, but the simplest way to start. But then you might realize that you need more, or you want to do more, that way you can have more money to spend and also invest more money. And this is where you got to figure out how you can earn more money, because the key is to earn more money, not just so you can have nicer stuff, but so you can earn more money so you can have more money to invest. How do you get that more money? Well, maybe you look at getting a job change. Maybe you ask your boss for a raise. Maybe you look for getting a career change. There are a lot of certificates that you can take. You spend $500, $1,000, a couple $1,000 to get a certification. That way now you can get a new career. Or maybe you work to start a side hustle or a business. This way now you can earn some more money. It's not going to be easy, but the opportunities are there. And this is where you got to decide what's right for you, because if you really want to have a more free retirement, you want to have more wealth, well, there's three things that you can focus on. You can focus on how many dollars you invest. You can focus on how much time you have ahead of you, or you can focus on how fast you grow your money. I call it TRD, time, return, and dollars. The one factor we can't change is time, which is why you want to start investing sooner rather than later. But the things that you can change are dollars, how many dollars you invest, and the return that you get. Now, of course, you can work to be more aggressive with your investments to increase the return. But one thing you can also do that everybody can do is work to invest more dollars. Because the more dollars you invest, the wealthier you can become. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.